You know, I think this large scale thing is really starting to catch on. Welcome back to the Scale Builders Guild. Thanks again for watching. Welcome back to the Scale Bashers Guild. Thanks again for watching. Today we're taking a first look, run, and review of the new Traxxas XRT. And here it is over here because it's way too big to fit on the bench. It is essentially what the Xmaxx would be if they wanted to make it a faster, more durable, better handling vehicle. And this is straight from Traxxas marketing department. I don't have an Xmaxx, so I cannot compare it, and I cannot say whether or not this is going to be better, different, or worse than an Xmaxx. I can, however, say that it is very large, and if it is built on the Xmaxx platform and DNA, it's going to be one heck of a tough truck, and I'm really looking forward to getting it outside. As you can see, it's still brand new. I just took it out of the box. That box right there, which is also huge. I would like to say that this is sort of in the 5th scale realm. It is an 8S capable and recommended battery-sized vehicle. You can run two 4S 6700 milliamp hour packs. That's exactly what I'll be doing in the test video that will be coming up in a little bit. That 8S Volinion system is paired to a 1200 XL motor. It's a Traxxas designation, but I'm going to guess that it's in the 2028 range that Castle creates. That's probably why they call themselves Castle Creations. It's a monster. I don't really know how else to describe it. It is a plastic chassis truck, so it is not like the Sledge. It is definitely designed to be a speed basher, and it has a very low center of gravity, and it is quite wide, as you can see as well. That's almost 1.5 feet wide, I'm gonna guess. Should get a measuring tape. Almost, it's just over 20, it's about 22 inches wide. So that's pretty big. I'll let you finish that for me. It is capable of 60 miles per hour, not out of the box. That is with a pinion and spur change, but they do include those gears for you. Out of the box, it's more of like a 45 mile per hour truck, which is still a lot of miles per hour for something this gigantic. It weighs in around 30 pounds and just looks so imposing. It's got a very interesting shape, and there's some interesting things going on with this body as well. You might be able to see it, and we'll get close-ups of everything as we go through this, but there are two very large air intakes on this body right along the front, and that's designed to sort of channel cool air into that motor. There are some massive fins already around that motor to help cool it. There are also fans on both sides of those fins to help cool the motor, so Traxxas is anticipating a lot of heat being generated. Even looking at the drive shaft, the center drive shaft that goes through the center of the vehicle, it's massive. And I mean, there is nothing small on this at all. It's substantial in every way. So substantial, in fact, this is the first time I've seen this. This truck comes without the wheels and tires on the truck in the box to keep it narrower for shipping. The tires are separate. You have to put them on yourself. Super easy. They give you the tool to do that. They also give you a couple of hex wrenches to do other maintenance on the vehicle. These hex hubs that screw onto the outside of the wheel, they've got a bit of a burr on one side. That's to help keep them planted in the plastic once you tighten them down. This is a whole new tire as well. I have not seen this before. Much more blocky and a lot more closed of a pattern than I've seen on previous trucks. It's not like the Sledgehammer tire, which was quite open and quite knobby. This is really more of sort of like street / grass / skate park / loose sand, loose dirt. It's sort of like a do everything sort of tire from what I can tell. I am really keen to get it outside and try it though, so we should probably stop talking about it and do that. We'll leave it in its stock configuration. We will at some point try that pinion and spur to get a higher speed. I will bring the GNSS so we can actually measure those speeds, because that's sort of important nowadays. There are 4 different color bodies: green, red, blue, and orange. Yeah, so 4 different colors to choose from, and it does come with the standard Traxxas TQ top qualifier radio. Easy-ish to use one-handed if you've got long fingers like me. The truck also includes TSM, so Traxxas Stability Management is included on that as well. Should help it stay tracking pretty straight. If you want to adjust how much TSM there is, use the multi-function knob to do so. They have it sort of set towards medium. You can turn that down and smash into stuff. You can turn it up and smash into other things. The XRT also includes the come hither motion for removing the body, which makes it very easy to get at all of those electronics, very easy to swap out batteries, and I believe it has the updated battery trays that do stay closed with a body pin. I'm going to confirm that when I get the body off. So let's get this off of here onto the bench, and we'll try and shoot some quick stuff of it on the bench. It's cutaways for all the things I just talked about. It really is so big that it doesn't fit very well on the bench. This will never appear on what's on the bench, I'll tell you that much. Which is a running joke lately. There really are a lot of these sort of large-scale RCs hitting the market. It's like either really micro or really massive. And I have to say that I really like that about these new releases. Although I do not like how much space they take up. That is always at a premium when your workshop is about the size of a shoebox. Anyway, this is the XRT, and as you can see, I got the nice blue color. Here are those air vents that I was talking about on the front of the body. They really are designed to help channel air into the motor, because there is a lot of heat being generated by 8S power. 30 volts, it's a lot of volts. Nice big rear wing, as you can see there. That is most likely quite functional. It really does kind of share a lot of the same shapes as the sledge, but this is substantially larger, and I'll cut to a photo of the two of them outside so you can get a good idea of what I'm talking about in terms of the size of this. Like I said before, clips to release the body are underneath. Come hither, XRT. Nice big plastic portion here, sort of designed to keep the body in one piece. For how long, who knows? It depends on how mean you are to your trucks. Anyway, you can lift that straight off, and as you can see, there is a lot of shared bits between this and the Xmaxx. Same looking shock towers. Maybe it's like a low CG version of the Xmaxx chassis. I'm not entirely sure. You certainly are getting the wider suspension bits to kind of make it a wide max stance. Like I said, 22 inches from tire to tire, so that's substantial. Still the large, huge, man, those big ass shocks on there. I'm pretty sure that you're going to get some good travel out of those. That's pretty spectacular. Radio box up front here. Then your Valinion VXL 8S system with the 1200 XL motor. You can see those fins and fans that I was talking about. Extreme brushless power system, and I don't disagree. This is extreme. And yes, these are the updated battery trays. How do you push those back and then pull that up to reveal a very large battery tray? That would be for your 4S 6700 milliamp hour packs. Should fit in there perfectly. Slide that in, pull that back, and then there's the hole right there to put your body pin in so these don't fly open. Not that they would, but I did have it happen on the sledge, so it is possible. Be forewarned. What else to talk about here? On the back there is a pretty significantly huge wheelie bar. That is, oh, there's bearings in there, that's nice. And that is nice and flexible, so you're gonna get, let me see if I can show you that there. You're gonna get some flex out of that before it snaps. I bet you're going to get a fair bit of wheelie action, because this thing is no joke. Where's our steering servo? Let's see if we can find that somewhere. Maybe we need to flip it over. Okay, I undid all the screws here on the bottom so we could get a good look at what's happening here. And that is not That is not a stock TRX4 servo for sure. That is a 5th scale servo. It's a blank 085, and look at this. This aluminum housing here has fins as well to help cool this. So it's going to be under tremendous load as well. And there you can see the drive shaft, the center drive shaft that goes right through. All the transmission stuff is under here, and we'll take a look at that here in a second. But just seeing this massive waterproof, it's blue, so it has to be waterproof. Just seeing that is a really good sign. This is going to be a very robust, very strong truck. Man, oh man, just the way they've got all that steering set up. Oh, you can hear how angry that is. Okay, let's get this piece back on, and then we will take a look at the transmission. That servo that I showed you is a stock part for the Xmaxx, so you're not getting any advantages there over a standard Xmaxx. Really, when you look at this, it is essentially an Xmaxx with the WideMax kit. Forgot to mention these massive 7.4-inch tall tires, just huge, really imposing. And they are directional, so make sure that when you install yours, you install them so the arrow is pointing in the right direction for rotation. Caution, hot motor. I don't doubt it. There is your spur and pinion combo. Out of the box you get the 20-tooth pinion and 50-tooth spur, which actually puts you into the sort of the medium category, not the beginner category like they have labeled on the box. So you're in the top speed zone already. You're getting 50 miles per hour out of 2 4S LiPo packs, which is pretty spectacular. A lot more speed than I sort of thought that you would get. We'll definitely be testing that on the GNSS just to confirm those speeds. And yeah, now it's probably time to put everything back together and get it outside. Then we can come back and report on what we think.
So we're out here again with the XRT. Let's power it on here. There we go. And I thought I'd come out again, this time with the GoPro and some quality audio. Oh, firmware update must be performed. While we're waiting for that to update, let me talk about some of the things that are really hard to sort of quantify with video. First of all, it's a very big car. It's a very big chassis. Fifth scale is sort of what I guess I'd categorize it in. It's about the same size as a Baja 5B, but drives significantly better than anything at this size that I've driven before. And you know, when you scale things up, you start to get into a sort of a situation where the size helps. Size matters. And you really do get sort of like a better driving dynamic. And of course, TSM helps with something this big, and in some of the sort of the more music video style stuff that I just showed you, you definitely see that happening. You can see the wheels kind of reacting to the direction that things are going, and it's correcting, right? And that's what TSM's all about. It's, you know, a gyro essentially. But what's more kind of telling is how stable this already is. And I mean, the width of the WideMax arms helps a lot. There's no doubt about that. But its length and the size of the tires helps a lot too. And these tires definitely resisted sort of that pancaking that you see with a lot of like cars that diff out, you know, when they're really big and heavy and have a lot of power. That tends to happen a lot. But it didn't happen that much here. So let's kind of show you some of those things in real time as soon as this update is done, which appears to be done. Power down the transmitter and the vehicle off and back on to complete the update. Okay, let's do that. And looks like we're ready to go. So let's go do some ripping. I did find it could wheelie quite easily, as you can see. So we'll go down here, we'll leave those nice man and his dog alone. This is the second day I've had it out, fourth set of batteries I've run through the truck, car, buggy, whatever you want to call it. And it's just, this thing is just a blast. That's pinned, and 38 miles an hour. So we can probably get a little bit more out of that. Probably does need the gearing upgrade. It will just rip down anything in its path. Exceptionally easy to control. And it loves to go fast. Track's very straight, very smooth. I've got my TSM sort of around midpoint there, which is pretty much all you need. Where can we go? With this, you can pretty much just go wherever you want. I'm gonna get into a sunnier area here and really take advantage of this great weather. It's October 21st, and it's still like t-shirt weather. It's fantastic. We really lucked out. So one of the things I wanted to talk about was how easy it is to control. Picking up a lot of sticks here. There we go. Like something this size, you'd think in these like sort of compacted little areas, it'd be difficult to control, but minimal steering input. Oh, yes. Where is it? It just really likes to move. And I'm not even really, like, you know, I'm taking it pretty easy. You know, I'm driving with Scale Builders Guild in mind, not Scale Bashers Guild. And well, I found the only hole here. Very robust chassis, though. I mean, people who own the Xmaxx know that already. It's a strong, strong vehicle and will take a lot of abuse. Let me see if we can get up here into one of the more jumpy areas. Oh, it's just so mean. It's just a mean truck. All right, so here's one of the jumps from the earlier video shoot. Ooh, see, that was a tough landing. Not my finest effort. Let's try that again. What a beautiful day. Now, see, that's the sort of thing that would take out a vehicle of a smaller size. You can't hit trees with it. No damage whatsoever. It's just awesome. I love this thing. Just sails through the air. It's just so planted. And tough. I'm not sure how functional these actual air inlets are, as the truck does get quite warm, obviously, but hasn't affected any temperature. I haven't had any thermal cutouts or anything, so good quality electronics, good quality design. With that TSM, it is quite controllable in the air. Like, it'll correct. Whatever direction you're facing, that's the direction it'll go. It's just spectacular. I love driving this thing. Yes. You can imagine how upgrading that ring and pinion would make this a much bigger handful than it already is. And I mean, it's a big vehicle. And the great thing about it, though, it doesn't feel like it. It's pretty easy to control and move about. Oh. The leaves have started to fall quite a bit.
Ooh, that was fairly big hit, as you can see from the divot there. See if we've instilled any damage. Nope, everything is still a-okay. I mean, look at the size of all of the parts. All the suspension parts are like way overbuilt, and I mean, this is all Xmaxx DNA, so you know, it's not anything new to those of you who've had an Xmaxx in the past. This is certainly all new to me.
but man, it's just so beefy and tough. And the runtime's pretty fantastic. I mean, it is two 4S 6700 milliamp hour packs, so it's a significant amount of battery. It's a lot of milliamps. But it's a big vehicle. It needs them all. And while it is sort of definitely like made for bashing, someone like me who sort of like lives sort of on the edge of bash, more obviously into the scale stuff, sometimes it's nice to just go out and just rip with one of these. Like, it's just crazy how powerful it is. Let's see if I can not hit myself here. Okay, so final thoughts. If you're looking for something Xmaxx-like, built on the DNA of an Xmaxx, but a little more controllable, better handling, lower center of gravity, and more of a true large-scale basher, I don't think you could do any better than the XRT currently. It's phenomenal. It is so much fun. You get the wide max kit, you get these more firm wheels and tires, you get all the stunt ability. Like, I'm not much of a stunt guy, but I'm pretty sure you could stunt this pretty good. I think it's a pretty fun RTR. Traxxas is no stranger to strong, powerful vehicles that are capable of an awful lot. I think something like this could definitely be part of the permanent collection. A few more jumps, and we'll call it a day. I'd like to try to hit this one straight on. So maybe I'll put myself in harm's way. Just stand right over here. Seems like a great idea, right? No. There's a nice little, oops, watch out for that railroad tie. They shouldn't have that there. Let's do a little loop here. It just takes it. It just asks for more. Okay, let's see if we can get a full flip in. Nope. Does not want to do a flip. That's probably good. It's not like a skate park basher. I don't think I would do that with this. I don't think that's really the intention of it anyway. Speed runs, not really, but there you go. Nice indication of how TSM works. You could see it correcting itself in the air as we were moving. So fun. Now, as these tires are working in, there is definitely a bit of pancaking, but it's not nearly as bad. Oh, now I'm getting the hang of it. Not nearly as bad as it was with the sledge. Found those tires just really took a beating. Best one yet. Nice, level, straight. Gosh, this thing is fun. Tell me, are you into bashing? Is it something that you like seeing from someone like me at the Scale Builders Guild? It's obviously not my focus, but it is super fun. It's nice to get some of the aggression out, and it's good to just toss the dirt around. So let me know in the comments down below if that's something you're into, and if you enjoyed this video and you like seeing this sort of thing, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you get updates anytime there's a new video from the Scale Builders Guild. I think that's going to do it. Thank you so much to Traxxas for sending me the new XRT. A very fun basher. We'll see you again soon.